Hello everyone, welcome to the weekly round of court updates at LiveLaw. Let's have a good look at what the court said this week. Taking you through the Supreme Court updates first. Supreme Court has stayed Andhra Pradesh High Court's gag order on media reports and social media comments on Amravati land scam FIR. Top Court passed the stay order on a special leave petition filed by the state of Andhra Pradesh, challenging the interim order passed by the High Court on September 15. The impugned order had stayed the investigation and restrained any media reporting and social media comments as to the FIR registered by the Anti-Corruption Bureau, alleging corruption and illegal land transactions in relation to the shift of the capital to Amravati following the bifurcation of the erstwhile state of Andhra Pradesh in 2014. Deprivation for a single day is a day too many. Courts must ensure that criminal law does not become a weapon for selective harassment of citizens. The Supreme Court, while pronouncing its reasoning for Arnab Goswami's release from Taloja jail on November 11, said when the Justice D.Y. Chandrachud-led bench had earlier said that Goswami be released immediately on deposit of a bail bond of Rs 50,000. The bench, while elaborating on the importance of human liberty and the role of courts therein, added that the case of Goswami was that he had been targeted because his opinions on television are unpalatable to the authority. The judgment also mentioned the basic rule extrapolated in Justice Krishna Iyer's judgment, State of Rajasthan versus Balchand. Bail is the rule and jail is the exception. Tej Bahadur Yadav, neither an elector nor a candidate in Varanasi, no locus to challenge PM's election, Supreme Court said, while dismissing petition filed by ex-BSF Jawan Tej Bahadur Yadav challenging the election of Prime Minister Narendra Modi from Varanasi constituency in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections. Desealing orders have led to frantic activity of misuse and encroachment in Delhi, Monitoring Committee told the Supreme Court. The Monitoring Committee appointed by Supreme Court for checking illegal and use of residential properties for commercial use and establishments in the capital criticized the Supreme Court's August 14 desealing order. Now, on August 14, Top Court had ordered desealing of residential units in Delhi, which had been sealed by the court-appointed monitoring committee. The court had then categorically held that it had not granted authority to the committee to seal residential premises on private land, particularly when they were not being used for commercial purposes. The monitoring committee this week also told court that the ruling had led to large-scale desealing of buildings that had been sealed for unauthorized construction, resulting in a free-for-all in the capital and leading to encroachments by local bodies. Judgment which attains finality cannot be challenged in Article 32 petition, Supreme Court said, while rejecting a 1993 Bombay blast convict's plea of juvenility and upheld the sentence of rigorous imprisonment for life to the convict. Qureshi, the convict, was 17 years and 3 months old when he loaded vehicles with explosives and fitted them with timers to the devastating effect on March 12, 1993 in Mumbai, and he had invoked the provisions of Juvenile Justice Act to seek leniency. Supreme Court has directed constitution of National Tribunal Commission for appointments to tribunals. Lawyers with 10 years practice eligible for appointment as judicial members. In this light, the court also directed the centre to amend the rules to make advocates with 10 years practice eligible for appointment as judicial members in tribunals. The bench has pronounced the judgment in a batch of petitions challenging the constitutionality of the Tribunal Rules 2020. The Supreme Court on Friday extended the parole by a week of A.G. Perarivalan, a convict in the 1991 assassination of former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, and has directed State of Tamil Nadu to provide an escort for his medical checks. A bench headed by Justice L. Nageswar Rao was hearing an application filed by Perarivalan seeking for extension of his parole and took into consideration the submissions of senior advocate Gopal Shankaranarayan, who requested the court to direct the state to extend the same by 4 weeks in light of Perarivalan's medical ailments. High courts and other courts now. Bombay High Court has quashed BMC's demolition order against Kangana Ranaut's building and has held that the demolition was actuated by malice. We have come to a clear conclusion that the impugned notice under Section 354A of the Act and the action of demolition following it are actuated by malefides. In any event, involve a clear malice in law causing a substantial injury to the petitioner. The High Court observed in its 166-page judgment. It was on September 9 that the BMC started the demolition of the actor's luxurious bungalow situated at Pali Hill, Bandra, citing the reason that structural alterations were done without prior approval from the civic body as per the municipal building laws. Right to choose a partner of choice, a fundamental right. Allahabad High Court says in the judgment which held conversion for the purpose of marriage only, not good law. We fail to understand that if the law permits two persons, even of the same sex, to live together peacefully, then neither any individual, nor a family, nor even the state can have any objection to the relationship of two major individuals who are out of their own free will are living together. The bench said, a writ petition was filed seeking a direction for the respondent not to arrest the petitioners with a further prayer for quashing the impugned FIR for various offences under the IPC and POCSO. Salamat Ansari, who was the husband, and Priyanka Kharwar, along with two others, moved the High Court seeking quashing of the FIR, which was lodged by the father of Priyanka Kharwar. The couple argued that Salamat Ansari and Priyanka are of the age of majority and competent to contract a marriage, and they had performed nikah on 19th August 2019 as per Muslim rites and rituals after Priyanka renounced her Hindu identity and embraced Islam. Keeping a Sikh 83-year-old incarcerated does not serve any purpose to the prosecution. Father Stan Swami seeks bail before Special NIA Court. Currently in jail for his alleged role in the caste-based violence that took place at Bhima, Koregaon on January 1, 2018, Father Stan Swami has filed a bail application before the Special NIA Court, alleging that he is being framed in the case by the central agency due to the nature of his work. The 83-year-old was arrested by the NIA on October 8 from his residence at Ranchi and was brought to Mumbai the next day. He was remanded to judicial custody from October 9. The bail application has also cited various medical ailments of the applicant. Jammu and Kashmir High Court refuses to stay investigation against advocate Deepika Singh Rajawat for her tweets on Navratri. On October 19, Rajawat had tweeted a cartoon contrasting women's safety with Devi Pujan offered on Navratri with a caption irony. The picture had juxtaposed two scenes. In one scene, a man touching feet of a female Hindu deity during the 9-day Hindu festival of Navratri, and in the other scene, with the header, other days, a man is aggressively holding both legs of a woman. An FIR was registered against her for offences under Section 295A and 5052 IPC at Jammu for allegedly hurting religious sentiments of a community, basis her tweets on Navratri. Chhattisgarh High Court dismisses petition seeking criminal action against actor Amir Khan for his remarks on intolerance in India rising. The complainant Deepak Diwan had sought action against Khan for offences under Section 153A and 153B of the Indian Penal Code, alleging that Khan's remarks led to communal disharmony and were against national integration. Khan had made the remarks at the Ramnath Goenka Award ceremony in 2015, while supporting the artists who were returning awards given by the government to express their dissent. A Delhi court allowed Safura Zargar, booked under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act in Northeast Delhi riots case, to visit her maternal home for 2 months for proper nursing of her child, postpartum care and performing customs. Zargar is out on bail in the case and gave birth to a child on October 12. The Delhi High Court had granted her bail on June 23rd on humanitarian grounds, as she was 23 weeks pregnant then. Special Public Prosecutor Amir Prasad, who appeared for the police, said that he did not have any objection to the bail and the necessary conditions may be imposed by the court. An adult woman is free to reside wherever she wishes and with whoever she wishes. Delhi High Court directs police to counsel the parents. The court granted relief to an adult woman who left her home to marry the man of her choice. After taking her consent and wishes into consideration, the court noted that being a major, she has a free will to reside wherever she wants and with whoever she wishes. The order was passed in a habeas corpus petition moved by the family members of the said woman, seeking her production before the court. That's all for this week. Thank you for tuning in. See you next week. Bye-bye. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss a video from LiveLaw.